Welcome back, everyone, to another second stimulus package and second stimulus check update. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, and we have some brand new optimism to cover in this video. Hopes are renewed, and we can now start looking forward to some relief before the end of this year, and I'll tell you why in this video. And with new relief also came new subscribers. I want to thank all of you who have hopped on in just the last couple days. We gained quite a bit of subscribers, so I thank every single one of you. You all matter, and I cannot do this without you. I post videos now every single solitary day, so if you do respect that, all I would ask in return is just go ahead and smash the like button. Give the video a big thumbs up before we start. Go ahead and hit that like button to help with that YouTube algorithm so it does support me and my channel, and it's totally free to do so. And if you are not subscribed yet and you've been considering it, well, now is the time to do so because relief might be on the way. So you don't want to miss any future updates or any new developments right here on this channel. We'll be covering it all. This is your one-stop shop. You don't want to miss it. Hit that big red button, the big subscribe button. Also hit that little notification bell as well. That'll just notify you every single time I do make a new video. You'll be first in line to see it before anyone else. So hit those few buttons that I've just mentioned and we can get the ball rolling. So now that you've done those few things, we can get right into it. So what's going on? What's developing? What is the 411? Well, optimism about delivering a COVID-19 relief plan that's been so long sought after, that we've been eagerly waiting for. Optimism is finally starting to mount and build after rank and file, these lower members of Congress, are considering delivering a centrist, bipartisan, middle-of-the-road plan. It's starting to take shape in the Senate as some top congressional leaders have now been connecting and meeting for the first time in months. Today, we learned frequent rivals, but also known deal-makers, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, finally spoke on the phone today, Thursday. This came subsequently just a day after yesterday when House Speaker Nancy Pelosi made a major concession that she is now willing and in searching of a COVID-19 relief plan in the $1 trillion range. As we know, Democrats for so long now have been seeking a multi-trillion-dollar plan. Ideally, they'd want to spend $2-3 trillion. They do not care what that limit is, whereas the Republicans, Mitch McConnell, have been so stringent on that $500 billion targeted relief plan. So a Pelosi spokesman announced the conversation through a tweet via Twitter and said that it was, quote, about their shared commitment to completing an omnibus and COVID-19 relief as soon as possible. McConnell also spoke regarding this conversation and the recent developments. He had said, quote, we had a good conversation. I think we're both interested in getting an outcome, both on the omnibus and on a coronavirus package. Those are pretty optimistic and rosy words coming from Mitch McConnell, who has been so disheartened and unmotivated and unwilling to do anything more than $500 billion. So based on just what McConnell is saying, I think this does sound good and bode well for future prospects of another stimulus package. COVID-19 cases are spiraling out of control, and we've hit record after record as far as number of deaths in this country on the daily. And you cannot deny the fact that optimism is building and momentum is happening towards passing another stimulus bill, especially after President-elect Joe Biden himself and Congressional Democrats have now endorsed this $908 billion plan, which also has bipartisan support from the Problem Solvers Caucus, who also unleashed their plan months ago that we covered on this channel. This new plan is definitely probably going to advance based on what we're hearing, or at least a variation of this plan. Even conservatives and Republicans from COVID-19 hotspots, such as North Dakota and Iowa, said that they were comfortable with an aid package carrying an almost $1 trillion price tag. Like Senator Kevin Cramer from North Dakota said that the bipartisan plan is, quote, the right balance of compromise, and it's a number that's doable. Even Lindsey Graham, Republican from South Carolina, who was reelected on Election Day, said just recently, quote, there's a bipartisan package for $908 billion that will really help the people. Now, this is definitely great news, but the path forward is still cluttered with some obstacles. For example, we're now in this tight time window of the holidays, and Congress is ready to break off and adjourn, and we'll see them next year after the new year. Also, there's a lot of hard feelings after futile talks and a divided, poisonous election that we're coming off of. But just recently as this summer, many Republicans, including Mitch McConnell, signaled that they were willing to take a bill around this price tag. Now Mitch McConnell has changed his tune in recent weeks and months, but it is possible that this could move forward. McConnell spoke today, Thursday, on the floor. He was relentless and insisted that a new relief package should include bipartisan and consensus items such as the paycheck protection, aid to businesses, funding to distribute vaccines, and aid to schools. He had said, quote, "Why should these impactful and non-controversial life preservers be delayed 1 second longer?" He went on to say, "At long last, let's do what Congress does when we want an outcome. Let's make a law on all these subjects. We agree." Democrats for so long have been persistent on passing a robust, comprehensive package, but now they're finally giving way, and McConnell himself acknowledged that. He had said, quote, that at least a movement in the right direction, referring to the drop from more than $2 trillion, all the way down to less than $1 trillion. Even President Trump waited on the bill. Yes, he is still president. Remember, he is a lame duck president, though. And it's going to be a lot tougher now to get his signature as we are trying to get this catch-all spending bill passed with COVID-19 relief included. But he did weigh in. He had said, quote, "I think they are getting very close, and I want it to happen." So that does sound like he'd be willing to sign something. As I mentioned in the last update, lawmakers are in a really tight position right now because they're at this point where they could sign something right now and get it done with, or they could wait until Biden steps into office. And now with COVID cases spiking all over the country, we're seeing a surge in almost every single state. Now, businesses such as the airline industry, health providers, and the restaurant industry, they're getting hurt the most, and we need to provide relief quickly and swiftly. And to fan the flames and exacerbate the situation even more so, unemployment benefits at the federal level, supplemental unemployment benefits, are set to dry up and expire at the end of this month. So no more additional unemployment benefits on top of what the state is paying, and many states are also running out at the end of this month. Many people will be out with no unemployment benefits whatsoever, and they're jobless. In addition, states are going to need federal money in order to distribute the vaccine. It's impending. It is on the way, and it's inevitable. The vaccine is rolling out. Many states are preparing, and some already receiving it. The UK just became the first country to emergency authorize the vaccine. It is coming, and states need funding to help disperse this vaccine. Biden is basically taking a stance where he wants to pass a package as quick as possible with as much aid as we can pass for now until he does get into office. He had recently said, quote, on Wednesday, that an aid package developed by moderates wouldn't be the answer, but it would be the immediate help for a lot of things. So he does want a relief package to be passed now by Congress, and then more aid to come next year. Let's make our predictions right now with Democrats giving in to another package. Do you believe that Congress will ultimately be able to pass a bill before Christmas, ideally? Do you think it will happen? Let's make our predictions down below in the comments. We'll keep our discussion going. I'd like to see it, but at the same time, this package, the $908 billion package, doesn't even mention a stimulus check. So it's definitely good, and it definitely will help a lot of people and be good enough for now, but there is still a lot more work to be done. So what do you think? Let's keep the conversation down below. And if you did enjoy this video, if you got value out of it, go ahead, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, as always, hit that subscribe button, as I do post videos now every single solitary day, and hit the notification bell as well. All updates coming soon on this channel, your one-stop shop. I do look forward to seeing you in the next one.